guys, welcome to another episode of Hero TV, where this is a show where we break down all the superhero news that's going on in superhero culture. I'm your host, Alex Hampton, and today we got a couple topics that we want to tackle on today's show. And before I jump into the show, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my other content. As Alex is thriving, this show is thriving, and I have a lot of other interviews planned throughout the week, so I can't wait to do those interviews and release them here on my channel. So I want to thank you guys for continuing watching everything that's going on here at Momentum Media. Now that I've gotten that out the way, let's go ahead and jump into the first story of the day. So the first story, obviously, X-Men did not do too well in the theaters. It came out not this weekend, but last weekend, and I think it made only about $34 million opening weekend. It's the lowest X-Men movie to make. It's the lowest X-Men movie to make that much money in all of the X-Men movies that have come out over the years. And there's a report going around. Actually, I believe it's Deadline, where the reporters are questioning whether the failure of this particular movie will affect the X-Men in the MCU. And my take on that is just basically no. We have to understand that this particular movie has already made its money to a degree. I mean, it's not going to make that much money, and you have to understand that this particular movie was a Fox property. Granted, Disney now owns Fox, so they will. I think they may take a hit for it, but when Disney does their rendition of X-Men, it's going to be a plethora of different characters. And what I mean by different characters, we're going to see a new Wolverine, we're going to see a new Cyclops, a new Jean Grey. To be honest, I don't even know how far they're going to tackle the X-Men. If anything, I think they may introduce an X-Men character in one of the Avengers movies before they start their own little franchise. We all know that Deadpool is going to be a standalone movie and can continue its standalone universe with its own standalone story, but I don't think that this movie will affect what Disney wants to do with this movie. Granted, I've seen X-Men Dark Phoenix. I thought it was okay for the most part. I didn't really think it was trash like everybody's saying it's trash. Like, I thought it was okay. I mean, for the most part, it's definitely not the best X-Men movie, but it's not that bad. I didn't think that much of it. So I don't think with the failure of it, it's going to really hinder Disney's plans for the X-Men. As of right now, they currently have no plans for the X-Men, but at the same time, if they do decide to develop plans for the X-Men, which probably won't be until after 2025, maybe, or maybe I probably think of around 2025, then possibly we'll see their iteration of what they are going to do with the X-Men, but I don't think it's going to affect them at all. And the next and last story I wanted to jump into was that there's a report of if there will be another Ant-Man movie coming into the MCU. I keep saying the MCEU. No, it's the MCU. And the thing is, this report is coming out of comicbook.com and Variety, where it's being reported that Paul Rudd is saying that he's not quite sure if a third Ant-Man movie is coming out. And he's also not quite sure if they're going to continue just the linear story of him and his daughter and all that other stuff. And in the report, it's saying that he's telling fans to petition Marvel to get a third Ant-Man movie out. And before I break down the report, here's the thing. Both Ant-Man movies made money at the box office. So we have to understand that this Ant-Man is far from a failure. It's not a failure at all. The first Ant-Man movie made over $500 million, and the second one made, I think, over $600 million worldwide. So it's definitely a profitable franchise. Now, the question becomes, will they make another Ant-Man movie? Now, they may have something planned. In my humble opinion, I think they have something planned, but I think they're going to be focusing on other characters. After Avengers Endgame and the events that happen under Avengers Endgame, there will be a new team of Avengers. And not only that, we're going to be focusing on linear storylines in regards to these different types of characters. So I'm not going to say that they won't make an Ant-Man 3. I personally love the first Ant-Man. I love the second one. I like the first one better. But the Ant-Man franchise, I would love to see a trilogy because I enjoyed the movies for what they are. Now, with that being said, I would rather see other properties first before I see another Ant-Man movie. And we also have to keep in mind, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Winter Soldier, and Civil War are all billion-dollar movies. And they all focused on singular characters. Now keep in mind, even though Civil War was basically Avengers 2.5 in a sense, they still focused on a Captain America linear story of why he's doing what he's doing. So I get why people may think that Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2 may have not done well, but no, it did pretty well. Those numbers are numbers that people, like, I wouldn't be able to make those numbers if I were to develop a movie without any financial backing. So at the end of the day, Ant-Man is going to be in the MCU in some way, shape, or form. Whether he gets another movie or not, I do know he'll be a part of the Avengers. I do know that we'll see him again soon. Paul Rudd is far from done from this universe. And not only that, Avengers Endgame left Paul Rudd in a situation where now he has to raise his daughter, who's now an adult, and he's missed about 5 years of her life. So we have to see where that story is going to go. So I do think he'll be back. And you know what? Since I got a little bit of time left, I'm going to tackle one more story, and the final story is that Toy Story 3. All the reviews for Toy Story 3 have been, not Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4 have been amazing. It's being reported by all different media websites that Toy Story 4 is potentially the best Toy Story movie that's come out from Pixar and the whole Disney company. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the other 3 movies, which I love, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. I will say the trailers haven't really got my attention that much, but I am willing to take a part of it and just watch what they got going on in that particular movie. So I do think that overall it's going to be a good movie, and I think that's going to be amazing to see on screen. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Hero TV. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell on that button right there, and you can get all the notifications to my channel. And also, please tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about this episode. I want to hear from you so we can start a dialogue and have conversations. Listen, there's a whole lot of cool things coming out on Momentum Media. I'm starting some new things. I can't wait to release them out. I will make more announcements later, but there's a lot of stuff going on here that I cannot wait to share with you guys. And also, if you haven't already, please go to my Patreon page and support my Patreon and be a donor there to help support everything that's going on here at Momentum Media. Thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, you have a blessed day. Thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page to get more exclusive content coming from my YouTube channel. And if you want to watch my previous videos, go ahead and click on this video up here or this video down here, where you get to see more exclusive content coming from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day.